Hey there, this is Kaela Jetta, one of your co-hosts for the Live Your Yes Life podcast, where we share channeled thoughts, discussion, and interviews on what it takes to go from dreaming and wishing to actively living your yes life. Today, we're going to dive in and talk all about time freedom and how you can create it for yourself. I'm going to share with you something that I have used for years that I have coined and called the impact system. I'm going to walk you through what the impact system is and how you can use it right here during this podcast. And I did make a free printable for you so that you can follow along and implement this step by step. So you can grab that link in the show notes or near wherever you are listening to this. Go ahead and download that if you want to have that printable. It is a downloadable, fillable PDF, and you can have that accessible for you. And I want to preface this by saying that in the conversations that I have, so Lisa and I at our company, Rise Leadership Circle, we work with leaders, professionals, entrepreneurs, service providers who all have a lot going on. All of the people that we work with have big dreams, they have a big skill set, they're very talented, and a lot of them have a number of different hats that they're wearing. They might be running or managing their business or a component within their work as a leader. They may have a family that they're taking care of. They might have a role in the community. There normally is a number of different hats that the people that we work with are wearing all at the same time. And so it can start to feel like there is so much going on. There's so much to do. It's a never-ending to-do list. There's always something that feels like it was still asking for our attention before we got to the end of the day. And Lisa and I totally get that because we also wear many different hats and have a lot of responsibilities. So if that resonates for you, then know that you are in a good place. The other thing that I wanted to say to tee this up is if you've been following along with our email list or our social media or just our recent podcasts, then you notice that we're speaking about this theme of being willing. And that's because we truly believe that being willing is the key active ingredient to go from sitting in a stalemate of wanting to having our dream life or our yes life realized. So the tool that I'm going to give you today is one way that you can step into willingness. If we are sitting around saying, gosh, I really want to have more time. I would love to have more time freedom. I would love to be able to take a weekend off and fully unplug. Or I would love to be able to go on vacation and trust that my business is running, that my team has got it, that my family's taken care of. Or I'd love to be able to sleep 8 hours at night without worrying that I dropped the ball on something or that I can't take this time for me. Maybe it's something as simple as you want to be able to have a 60-minute workout for yourself every day without feeling guilty that you know your to-do list is a mile long and it feels like putting yourself on that list would interrupt the flow of what else needs to happen in your day. So if any of that is resonating, then this is also for you. So I invite you to go on this journey with me today let's walk step by step together through the impact system with the decision that you're willing to have it go differently. So there's something that we like to say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And so if you hear what I'm describing to you in the impact system and you're like, yeah, that sounds nice. It actually sounds like a dream, but I'm not willing to change anything, then nothing will change. It really requires your active willingness to take on this exercise just as I'm inviting you to really take it on. It requires your willingness for you to see a change in your life. Okay, so let's dive in. This is the impact system that I use for myself and to support my clients when we're wanting to create more time freedom in our lives. So the first thing that we would do is list out everything that we currently do in a daily, weekly, and monthly category for every area of our life. Now, you're not really going to have time to do this all right now, unless you pause me. You could just hit pause and then you could go do that. But you're going to list out, so you're going to start with your day. And you're going to write, okay, what are all of the to-dos that I do on a daily basis? Everything in every area of life. So maybe you work out every day, maybe you shower every day, maybe you make your kids breakfast every day, maybe you walk the dog every day, maybe you answer emails every day, maybe there are specific things, specific work tasks you do every day. Whatever it is, I want you to list all of them out. Maybe you're washing dishes every day, washing the floor every day. Maybe you're driving your kids to and from soccer practice every day. Maybe you are updating your finances every day. Maybe you're posting on social media every day. Whatever it is, I want you to make just a brain dump, complete list, walk through your day, action by action, and write down what are the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. And then you're going to do the same thing weekly. Maybe you're not doing these things every day, but you are doing them every week. So what are the things that you're doing on a weekly basis? All the things in your career, all the things with your family, all the things with your finances, all the things with your spirituality or your faith, with your health and well-being, with your relationships. And then you're going to do the same thing monthly. These tasks or to-dos aren't happening daily or weekly, but they are happening every month. Maybe you're going on monthly dates, or you're visiting your family every month, or you are going to a particular networking event, or there's a task you're doing for work. So that's where we start. We start with this big brain dump of all the actions that we're doing daily, weekly, and monthly, and you're going to categorize them. What I love about the impact system is it shows you how to prioritize your schedule to create the biggest impact towards your goals. So we start by getting what so, looking at, okay, right now, without the impact system, when I'm just left to my own devices, this is what my life looks like daily, weekly, and monthly. Then for step 2, we're going to sort the daily, weekly, and monthly lists that we made into 4 categories. So I'm going to set you up. I'm going to give you what the 4 categories are and explain each one to you. And then you're going to take your daily, weekly, and monthly lists, and now you're combining them together. You're going to put everything from those daily, weekly, and monthly lists into one of these 4 categories. Okay? So the 4 categories are high vibe, high impact, low vibe, and low impact. Let's break down what each of those mean. So high vibe is things that have you feeling good. When you take on this action or this to-do, you feel so good. These are the things that bring your energy up. They bring your excitement up. You feel really good. High impact are actions that move you forward toward your goals. They have some kind of result or some kind of measure, and they move you forward towards your goals. Low vibe are things that you don't really feel excited about. They don't bring you too much joy. You're kind of like, it feels like a necessary evil. I really don't want to do this. I don't feel great about this. This doesn't excite me. It feels like my energy is drained. And then low impact are things that may be important or necessary, but they don't directly move you towards your goal. They might feel like they have to happen, but they don't directly move you towards your goal. So I'm going to give you examples of each of these. So high vibe, things that have you feeling really good. For me, what's in my high vibe category are things like reading, taking an Epsom salt bath, playing with my dogs, journaling, being creative, things like this. Things that just bring me so much joy. I love doing them. They feel so nourishing and exciting to me. High impact, things that move me towards my goals would be things like getting physical movement every day, eating nourishing meals. Those both directly move me towards my well-being goals. In business, it would be things like making new connections, making invitations to people to work with me. Directly serving my clients would even be something that's high impact. Recording this podcast is something that's high impact for me. Then low vibe are things that we really don't feel excited about. And so for me, the low vibe things would be pretty much anything in my house, any of the cooking, any of the cleaning, any of the meal planning, the grocery shopping. This is low vibe. If I have to do that, it feels like it drains my energy. Putting away laundry, low vibe. It might be important, might have to get done, but it really does not bring me joy. And then low impact are also things that might be important, but don't directly move us towards our goal. So this could be things like a number of the things that our assistant on our team supports us with. So they are important, they're necessary to keep our business running, but they don't create that direct correlation to move us towards our goals, like making an invitation to a new client does. So this might be updating things on our website, or formatting the emails that we're sending, or making sure the links work, or creating the workbooks, or any of those behind the scenes things. They're important, they're necessary, but they don't have the direct impact towards our goal. They play a part, but not directly. So those would be low impact. So you're going to go through your list and assign one of those 4 categories, high vibe, high impact, low vibe, low impact to each of the things that were on your daily, weekly, and monthly list. So now we're going from what do I do daily, weekly, monthly into high vibe, high impact, low vibe, low impact. And then step number 3, this is where the willingness really comes into play. So in step number 3, we commit to prioritizing the high vibe activities early and frequently throughout our day. High vibe activities early and frequently throughout the day. Then we plan to spend most of our dedicated work time on high impact actions. And then we delete or delegate as many of the low vibe and low impact activities as we can. And anything that can't be deleted or delegated, we plan to do at the end of our day, the end of our week, the end of our month. So we're going from these are the things I do every day, every week, and every month to saying, okay, these are what's high vibe, high impact, low vibe, low impact. And now we're reworking our system to give us more time freedom, more impact in the results that we're creating by starting every day and then coming back to things that are high vibe. So we begin our day with what's high vibe and take a look. Were you accidentally beginning your day with low vibe things? Maybe you were starting every day washing the dishes and that is low vibe for you. Maybe it's not. For my husband, he enjoys washing the dishes. That to him, I think he would say feels like his meditative time. It's the time in the morning when he's just for himself. But for me, if I was coming downstairs and washing dishes because I left them overnight, that would feel low vibe to me. So we want to start our day with things that are high vibe and then pepper them in all throughout the day. We want to spend the majority of our time in our day on the high impact activities. So the biggest time block of our day goes to actions that are high impact. That's what we have to dedicate the most of our day to. This is how we create more and more time freedom for ourselves. Because when we are focusing our time on things that are high impact and letting the low vibe and low impact things go to someone else, not happen at all, or come at the end, we create so much more space for ourselves because over time, this snowballs and we create more and more space for ourselves. And then the things that are low vibe and low impact, we either delete. We just say, you know what? This thing actually does not have to happen anymore. This thing doesn't have to happen, or we delegate it. This thing can happen, but it doesn't have to happen by me. There's someone else in my home or on my team or in my life that I could hire or connect with or somehow create an arrangement for them to support me with it. And anything that is going to have to be me, it's low vibe, low impact, and it is going to be me. That's what I'm doing at the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of my month. I'm not going to utilize my prime time energy on the things that are low vibe or low impact. I'm going to use just my reserves, what I have left for those things. They're draining my energy anyway, so it can happen at the end of my day when I'm getting ready to power down, when I'm getting ready to shut down. So this, my friends, is the impact system. If you really let yourself be willing to take this on, carve out, I would say, probably a solid 30 to 60 minutes to really go through this step by step and then actually allow yourself to reorganize your schedule in this way. You will notice that it does not just create more time freedom, but the results and the impact that you can have in your life are incredible. Again, just knowing this information is great. It's cool. But it won't make a difference for you unless you get willing to implement it. So go ahead and download the guide so you can print it out or walk through it for yourself. I would love for you to share with me. Head over to visit us on Instagram at Rise Leadership Circle and share with me what you come up with. And of course, keep tuning back, subscribe so that you can get all of our episode releases for more helpful tips and tricks like this. We always appreciate when you share. I hope that you're joining us in our private Facebook group with the same name as the podcast, Live Your Yes Life. It's such an honor to serve you. I trust that this tool will serve you well when you are willing to make the difference for yourself.